Good morning to everyone, wherever you may be in any part of the country, depending on the time and when you get this video. I am going to be so grateful to as many that have commented on my last video. Their comment was really great, and they give me a lot of encouragement, to speak on more concerning my experience while in Europe. And I've toured around most of the Europe country and other diaspora countries. There was something I was saying before, and I'm going to repeat or rephrase myself in that word that I've said before. The only people that do not see that Africans are great are we, the Africans. We don't see the greatness in Africa. But many of us has forgotten that the first country that was developed started from Egypt, and Egypt is where an African country. That means development started from where? From Egypt. It started from Africa. When development started from Africa, most of these diaspora countries, they are not even developed. They are not developed. They are still toiling, just like the same way Africa feels today. They are toiling, just like it's a revised versa. Some people say I don't know how to speak English here now, but I know that English is not my first language. At least we all learn English from the diasporas, from the foreign people that came to colonize us. I love my African language, and that is why I keep holding it tight. So let me continue what I'm saying. It's like something that's revised again. The development, these people learn development from us. They learn development from us. Even when they talk of, if you talk of this trading, this slave trading or something that started a long time ago, it started from Egypt. I remember when Egypt took the Israel came to their own country. They came to their country to buy food during the time of Joseph, and that way they were living fine in that country until another king arose, which was Pharaoh, that did not even know them, and that way they retained them. They kept them and said, no, they must work for us. So that's told you that all these things started from what? From Africa. It started from Africa, Egypt. And Egypt started making them to work and developing the country. They were developing the Jews, the Israel, they were developing the countries for them. Their own part, if you go to Midian, you go to all those places, they are not developed. They are still living in all these, I won't call it huts, like a little bit houses they were building, and mud houses they were building those days. Let me call it mud. Yeah, they were building. And then all these places they were not developed. That means they learn development from where? Where I'm driving to is that they learn development from us. They learn this development from us, because when they saw what this Egypt were doing, what they were doing, then something happened along the line. That Egypt, that the king of Pharaoh was drowned in the Red Sea. That God caused Pharaoh to drown in the Red Sea. And what happened? Roman Empire and the rest took place during the time of Jesus Christ. And then development started coming in Europe, diaspora, Jerusalem, and the rest. They started learning. They learned how building. They learned how to building. They learned how to build from all the way from Africa. Africa was the one that started building. But what I'm saying is that Africans forget to understand that they have this mentality of development. They refuse to understand that they have this mentality of making things to be more better than the way that they have this brain of development. At least they have forgotten. I'll say they have forgotten. They have forgotten, because if they have not forgotten, I don't think they will be complaining this time around. In essence, is we have the power, the knowledge to become what we want to become. That so many of us too, that so many people now that have developed. If you go to Kenya, to so many places, to South Africa, you see how South Africa look like. You see how beautiful all those countries look like. You see how so many, if you go to so many African countries, you know, you will see how beautiful you think that you are in a foreign country, because they also have stood down to develop this country and see that this country has that it has really yielded a lot of what dividend profit for them. Listen, when you develop a country, when you put security in a country, when you do a lot of, let's say, a lot of development and security, you attract a lot of investors into your country. And this is the truth that I'm saying. That country will not be running helter-skelter or running to go out of the country. You see, these foreigners, diaspora foreigners that you see there, I will see I will call the white people and the Asmiri people that you see. They have brain. They understand. They know how to follow the economies. They know how to follow things, and this is the reason why they are succeeding. This is the reason why they could be able to build a place. This is the reason why they could be able to do a lot of things, because they understand. They understand. They know how to listen. If I tell you what most countries, let's say UK as a whole, UK, there is certain time that they will have this economic crisis, that something will be going, maybe their budget or something has really gone down. They will start taxing everybody. Every single soul, they will start taxing them. But they will tax everybody to bring back that thing back to where it should be. Then they what they call repayment. The government also, they start repaying. What they call repayment, they repay. They start repaying big amount, tax return. We should adopt all this kind of a thing in our countries. If Nigeria is not doing well, if other African countries are not doing well, they feel that the economies are not doing well, it is time for the government to see that they need to go into what? Into ways of maybe taxing people, using it to develop the country well, then returning back the tax returning back the tax in a period of in a month, in a time that it should be, in the time that it should be given to the employee, back to them, for them to have this tax return, so that they will be able to what? To succeed, to be able to use it and succeed, and use it to be, because when people get the tax return, they are so happy. I just want to make people understand what I'm saying. Things are not the same way they used to be. And the more the world develop, the more things, global crisis and things get, because the world is developing. So many people, young now, our eyes are open, computers are everywhere. Global system is going so rapidly well that people are seeing the way things are happening. And that way, so many of us that are getting old, we don't even understand the system no more. So those of them that are young are the ones who understand the system. And this is the most reason we need to sit down in our country and find a lasting solution of how to build these countries, how to make it to become successful, how to bring it to the way this the UK, Canada, Australia and the rest have done their own. And this is the most reason that we that have lived in diaspora should bring this knowledge back to the country, so that people will have this idea, and not to keep the knowledge to ourselves or start saying no. Some people saying till we get so old, we wrinkle that we will not be even able to explain to anybody. It is really bad. And this is the most reason we have to do what? We have to see to all these things. This is the most reason that we have to see to all these things. I'm saying these things so that everybody will understand. I don't know the way that I'm going to explain myself, but I know that if everybody that has this wisdom, both the economists, the one that read economy, the one that have come to diaspora and read books, and the one that are back there, we all click together. There are materials, there are things that we can use. There's a lot of things that we can use to do what? To make the country great. Africa is a great country. Africa has all the quality, everything that can make Africa. Do you know that even in Nigeria they have free schools? They have free school, even the university is not as much as it is here. That's why when you go to the embassy, you say you want to go and collect paper, you want to go and collect any paper, you want to go and get visa, they will tell you that thing that you are going to their country to go and read is here. You can do it. They are not telling you that. They are not telling you this because they don't like you to come to their country. No, they are telling you because they want you to put down resources in your country, make it productive. Use it and make it productive. It's not everything that we should be looking at the government, though. Because most of this government that you see, they don't want to listen to you. They believe that is their throne. It's their throne where they are sitting. That throne is their throne. Oh. At least see, when they sit that throne there like this, to go out of that seat is so hard for them. Because they have started corruption right from the time of Shagari. Is it today? They have eaten the heart of so many people. But I know that this thing can gradually go out, because I know that with the global world now, with the way that things are going, we can become successful. Africa, Nigeria, the rest can be great. And that is why we should start looking at our country, at our African country. We should start seeing meaning to them, looking at it as a great country. We will start focusing. It is only when we focus, when we begin to look at these things, when we begin to see these things, when we begin to see them, see the meaning in it, then we understand that yes, our country, every country that have neglected their country, every country that have not looked at their country, every country that have neglected their country and have not looked at the country, have not looked at the country to be great, has never viewed the country. Because everybody wants to go out of the country, everybody's going out, everybody's going out, everybody's going out, everybody's going out. But the time that from the time that everybody start looking at that country, no, let's see one or two things. I'll tell you, the country become great. Look at when Nigeria was using agriculture. See what agriculture was doing to us. We were using agriculture. Agriculture was bringing a lot of money in that country. A lot of money. We were not even going on oil. There was no oil. We didn't even know about oil. Oil was kept one place. But Nigeria left agriculture. Is now oil block. Now the world. Now look at the world now. Are no longer going for and this thing now. Oil again. Oil. Now oil. They are now electrical. So how do we do? Because the world is changing every time. If the world change, they know how to change if instantly. Now the world is going for electrical. They want to stop all this weather pollution and everything. How do we do? The summit was done in Egypt. So it is time for us to begin to do what? To understand that the world has changed. So many things have changed. People have changed. Everything, economy has changed. That way we can be able to do what? We can be able to follow along so that we will not be at the back and start saying, had I known. A word is enough for a wise. I've said this. Who have ear, let him hear what Jim White are saying. Bye-bye and God bless you all. And bye for now.